And we're back. Now we're going to get down to the fun part, and we're going to be doing some makeup here. This is my stepson, Kellen, who has kindly offered to be roddied up for this little tutorial. So, what I'm first going to do is I'm going to be using my porcelain cake with my big sponge. I'm going to be getting this wet. No. Dapping it on will often have a better coverage result than smearing it on. When you smear it on, you're more likely to get the lines, smear lines from your paint. There we go. So you can see the difference here as opposed to when I dab it on. The blending is a lot easier. I will very often do both, but I always end with dabbing for blending. Make sure you go over your subjects, even if that's you eyebrows. You want to make sure that you get your paint in on that skin that shows underneath that. And as you can see, he's got fuzz. Don't let that deter you. You can still get really good makeup even with facial hair. This is where I will do the drawing through. See? Chin up, sweetie. Chin up, chin up. Everyone likes a happy face. This way. One thing you see me doing when I'm going over the eyebrows is going back and doing this. Once I've got the paint underneath the eyebrows, some paint is left on the hair itself. By doing this, I'm mostly getting the hair free of the paint while leaving paint underneath on the skin. If you are a very sweaty person, before even doing this part, you will want to apply your neutral set powder to your face. This helps to prevent the sweat from interfering with the process of applying the makeup. I didn't do that for Sir Kellen here because, well, he's going to want to wash this off afterwards.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If I look as cool as you say I'm going to look, then I might just keep it.
Yeah. Go down on the neck. Don't ever want to forget your necks. I'm not going to worry about that on him for now, but it's an important step that you don't want to forget. So we have our basic foundation color. Open your eyes, look up. Can't forget to get under the eyes. Close your eyes and raise your eyebrows. This is another way to get those last little bits that raise your eyebrows. Not frown. So the boy. Alright.
I'm used to frowning, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. You're a teenager. That's all you do.
No, I get it from Dad. Have you noticed? I scowl all the time, even when I'm not meaning to.
Alright. So we've got that base down. See how he looks very pale. I'm going to take one of my brushes.
As if I didn't already.
I'm going to take one of my brushes and get under these eyes, because there's still just that little bit that just looks a little awkward.
God, that's difficult.
It is. That's what women go through all the time, dude.
God does this kind of thing every day.
Yep. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the oil-based Cadaver Gray, and I'm going to get a little bit loaded on my sponge, and I'm going to go around the edges of his face. So
how dead am I going to look?
you're not supposed to be talking. This is a tutorial. And again, I'm doing that dapping motion, which helps to blend at the same time. I'll be pulling down a little bit to get more of that gray brought down. And the sponge is about dead, so I'm going to get a new wedge sponge, which won't be tearing itself apart. Oh. Gonna want to get gray around the eyes. We'll be actually darkening them with the dark brown as well, but this helps to blend it all together. I think you did a very good job getting your hair out of your eyes. Another place you want to make sure you get, down here. Flip your sponge over to help blend. And another trick is right under the chin here. Darkening that up really helps give the appearance of the skeleton, especially along the jaw line as well. But you want to make sure that you blend it out and up. Can you head this way? Now I'm going to switch to the really dark brown here that I've got, and I'm going to be using the cosmetic applicators for this because it's just that much easier. That's a lot like putting on eyeshadow because, well, that's what this is, eyeshadow. I want to go all the way up into the line of the eyebrow. You can also use a sponge to do this. Sometimes that's easier, but you lose some of the control when you do it that way. An important thing with using a sponge is you want to make sure you dab, because if you don't, you're going to get rid of some of your foundation. Now, an important thing about doing the eyes is you don't just want to do the eyes. You want to make sure you come up into this groove right here of the bridge of the nose and get deep in that area. And then down. You can do more of the blending with a light pulling action. Raise your eyebrows again, sweetie. Make sure you get in all of those crevices. And this is where these things with their nice fine point really come in handy. Also allows you to raise your eyebrows, get under those lashes, make things a little easier on our boy who's not used to having makeup done. I often will break out the angle brush at this point to make sure I get in all the places. Now because this is a powder, you'll have this happening. Make sure you tap your brush, because otherwise the loose powder is going to fall down on parts of the face that you don't want to be dark. And that can be a pain in the butt. This brush is also really good for blending out. I'll probably just use the brush for the other eye. Turn it this way.
Daddy, Mommy, do you like Daddy?
Go. I'm doing something right now, sweetie. Go on. Go ask Daddy yourself. Eyebrows up. Because I am going to be able to wash these afterwards, I'm not worried about so much about the using the disposable applicators, because I know as soon as I'm done here, I'll go and wash these and we'll be good to go. Eyebrows up. Keep them up. You're really surprised. Really surprised.
Smells like a donut.
You want to make sure that they're even on both sides as well.
Unfortunately, I have lost my stuff.
And yes, I am something of a perfectionist. Another thing I will do often is drag some lines down this way along the nose. That also helps bring out that whole skeletal appearance. Straight away. And you can always, if you make a mistake, tidy it up with the appropriate color and sponge and brush and all that fun stuff.
What are you doing?
I'm recording a video. So we've got that. I am now putting some shadows under the nose. This adds to that skeletal look as well. Now, there's everyone in the room is chiming in tonight. Now, we have shadows that are often missed right up in here. Again, I'm dapping it on. And I'm testing it and making sure it's very light on my forearm first.
Hi, Mommy.
Now we're going to be doing, I'm doing this again, because I don't want it super duper dark. And we're going to follow the curve of the cheek. Do not be afraid to paint or put your makeup on over your hair. You can see how this is just all one shade. That's okay, because I'm going to be coming through with darker to blend this and make it more. So, sort of doing that right now. There we go. You just want to follow the curve of your cheek when you're doing this. Curve of the cheekbone, I should say. We'll make sure that the hollow of the cheek is darkened. That's basically what we're going for. You can go over your fuzz with the darker colors. It's not necessary though. And then is often also a forgotten, but rather important, I think, part to do. As you can see right now, he has a very sunken face. This is with the light directly on him. I'm going to turn off the regular light, and you can see it a lot better this way. Light back on, and I'm going to be, after looking at that, I'm going to take the I'm making a video, do you mind?
It was funny though.
No, it wasn't.
Is you funny?
Again, I'm going to switch to the angled brush here to get more detail edge right through here. Also to assist in blending it back. Always make sure you step back from your work to help you assess how it's going to look from a distance. Saying that it's working nice up front is great and everything, but you want to be able to tell what it's going to look like to people who are seeing it from a ways off. This one? Yeah, I thought so. What happened here is I lost some of this, so I'm just going to go back over it very lightly. It helps me blend it in without losing too much. And if I go and do it over here, I'll get a effect where it's pretty much the same on both sides. And I can just go back in and refill it in. Now I'm going to be using the darker gray and probably the blue around the eyes to really give it the effect that I'm going after. This is the dark blue. Okay, open your eyes, look up. This is a hard part for many people because our eyes don't want us putting things near them. Okay. Now we blend. Blend it out, blend it out. Blend it out, blend it out. Lots of use of the fingers as well as sponges and brushes. Close your eyes and raise your eyebrows. Raise your eyebrows. Keep on nice until I tell you to stop, okay? Oop. Let's see. I do that all the time. Got his nose. Got your nose. And bringing in that purple up in here.